Good evening, I'm Ian Hannamansing. Tonight, millions of Canadians swelter under record-breaking heat.
We've never had crazy high temperatures like we're having right now.
Will drive up the fire danger across the province.
A dangerous heat dome settles over Western Canada with no end in sight. What it could mean for the rest of the summer. Also tonight, the desperate search and the rising number of dead after that condo collapse in Miami Beach.
Not enough. Imagine if your children were in there.
What we know about the victims and the frantic rescue effort for Canadians still unaccounted for. Plus, the biggest one-day vaccination effort in Canada.
It's amazing. I think we should all be really proud with the way this is going down.
And from the ice to the desk.
I am having a great time.
Olympian Jennifer Botterill on finding a new home on Hockey Night in Canada, diversity in broadcasting, and the future of women's hockey.
It does feel like we're on the verge of something special.
This is The National. Well, here's a look at Vancouver Harbour tonight. Metro Vancouver and, in fact, much of British Columbia in the grips of a record-setting heat wave. Ask anyone in Western Canada, for that matter, and they'll tell you it is a scorcher. Millions of people are baking, sweating, and sweltering in weather unlike anything ever seen in this part of the country. Tonight, Lytton, British Columbia broke an all-time Canadian temperature high, 46 degrees. And it's not just here. The dangerous heat extends across 3 provinces and 2 territories, dozens of communities affected, places that just aren't used to these temperatures. And officials say it could all mean a nasty, fiery summer. Aaron Collins starts our coverage tonight.
At this Calgary homeless shelter, an emergency call answered.
I'm just dropping off some bottled water with the kids here, so, it's really hot out, obviously.
As the mercury rises, the need for basics like water does too.
It's not fair that they can't have any and we can, because everyone needs to drink water, and if they don't, they would die.
Well, the shelter nearly ran out of water last week. Today, there's a mountain of it.
It should carry us through till the end of September, hopefully.
And it wasn't here just a few days ago?
No, literally, there's nothing back there. We had drained all of our water last week with the initial heat wave that came in. And so this is the response of an amazing, generous community in Calgary.
Temperatures are expected to soar as high as 38 degrees in Alberta this week and won't begin to cool until next week.
We're going to see highs of 35, 38. I mean, come on. Next Wednesday, 38 degrees. And that's 16 degrees warmer than normal.
And that heat can often lead to fires in Western Canada.
Unprecedented heat for Alberta, which definitely will drive up the fire danger across the province. So it's a critical time for wildfires.
Temperatures in parts of BC hit 40 degrees today. Great beach weather, but bad news for air quality in the province.
We've never had crazy high temperatures like we're having right now, so this is unprecedented in the history of the lower mainland region.
The heat wave smashed dozens of records in BC over the weekend. Dangerous temperatures that have many scrambling to stay cool.
It's so fun and I love it.
The hot weather a pleasant change for some.
This is unseasonably warm. We'll take it though. Sometimes we get snow in June, so we'll take the sun as we can get it.
Some summer fun, the upside to temperatures that for many are anything but.
And Aaron, tonight we're getting word of closures in parts of British Columbia. What are you hearing?
Well, Ian, it's warm here. It's in the mid-30s, but you can imagine what it's like being 10 degrees warmer in BC in the mid-40s. So with that heat, some people are throwing in the towel. Some places, shops, cafes, and of course schools in places like Abbotsford and Port Moody, well, they're throwing in the towel. They're closing immediately. In Vancouver, schools are going to be staying open, but there's going to be cooling stations at the schools to try and help those students who've had a long year already escape the heat.
Thanks, Aaron.
You bet.
And CBC News meteorologist Johanna Wagstaff joins us from the heat of North Vancouver. And Joe, you prepared us for this on Friday on the National, and indeed, British Columbia has set the all-time heat record for Canada.
That's right, Ian. And I think meteorologists right across the country knew that the BC Interior, especially Lytton, had a shot of one day breaking that all-time temperature record held in southern Saskatchewan. Nobody expected it to break this early in the season, and on back-to-back days, we'll likely break it again tomorrow, getting over that 46-degree mark. And there's a chance we could break that all-time record in the Fraser Valley, Abbotsford, possibly hitting that 46-degree mark tomorrow. That was on no meteorologist bingo card that nobody wanted to play as far as what city was going to take that all-time record. We just don't see that heat even out in the Fraser Valley. The other thing that's so exceptional with this heat dome that has centered itself over British Columbia is how high up in the atmosphere it is. The tops of our mountains, places that normally see temperatures below the freezing all year round, are at 10, 20, 30 degrees, Ian, and that is leading to rapid melt and even flood concerns.
And Joe, what do we know about when this will end?
The heat dome is shifting eastward slightly. We're going to get a bit of a cool down on the south coast for Tuesday, but we're still talking hot. Normally we see a nice transition to marine air. It's like a switch has flipped. We're not going to get that. It's going to be hot right through to next weekend. Ian, I'm headed to my sister's basement. That's probably where I'll be over the next few days. This is historic stuff.
Yeah, we don't have air conditioners, but at least a lot of us have basements. Thanks, Joanna.
You're welcome.